jazz is the continuation of classical theory. You know, see, we just never learned how they did it. You know, see, I've never had figured bass. But see, I was so in love with the music. See, nobody loved it more than me. I can't imagine where I was always searching. Well, what's to this? What's to this? And see, and I think right now I know more about how to teach a person to really improvise. I feel like I know how to do it. Because it's simple. See what they did? Play me a C major scale. See that? They say, okay, da 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 da. I might say thirds. Da 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 da. Oh. So now we start learning about improvisation. Ba ba da dee da. I have 4 notes. Da ba dee ba da ba da ba. See, that's how we start learning how to improvise. So they told us about the triad. Give me a C major triad. Make it minor. Make it major. Augment it. See, they told us this. Make it diminish. See? So those things start coming in. See, you start bringing in these triads. So now you're going to end up with triad. You got scales. You got the whole tone scales. You got triads. You got the diminished sevenths. And so from these things, we learn how to hear.
Yes.
Because I might tell you, play C to C. Play that. Do this. See, I put all the notes in between.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'll come down. Do that. Put them in between. In between these two. Maybe these two. Do that. See, that's the way you do things. You know, Schoenberg did. He's slick too. Just like I made you go up the scale in C. Schoenberg did this. Here. Hit that third. Go up C major scale in thirds. Now he wrote that out. And you know what he said after he wrote it out? In the book he said, now you learned the other 11. See, that's the secret. That's right, you got to know the other 11. The same thing with our scale. You gotta say, you gotta know all of that too. That's right, all of that.
Didn't Bud Powell make a whole introduction out of that?
Right, that's all. I think it was even smaller. I thought he did. But that showed you, it could tell you, if he wrote that, then we knew he knew how to play the scales like that.
Sure.
You see?
Sure.
So, see, we've gotten away from so many things. If he did that, then we should know how to do that. I heard Monk one time, Monk said this. So it showed me that this chord on the third is a 1. I can make it, see, it's a 1 chord.
Wow, yeah. You might think of it as an A minor 7, but...
Yeah, but it's a 1 chord. Oh, so you got to be careful about that one.
Yeah.
That's why most of the cats nowadays, what they do, they be playing the blues and the F, and they put, suddenly when they go back to from the B flat back to the F, they play B natural. And you can't play that B natural in this F major scale, because each chord takes the scale that it comes from. You see? Like we have a chord on each degree. Chord on each degree. How many degrees is a major 7? See?
It's a 7?
No. How many degrees would you find a major 7 of the scale? How many degrees of C major scale?
Oh, would you find a major 7? Well, you find it on the 4.
Where is it?
That's pretty much it.
So what did you say?
2.
2,
The
right?
1 and the 4. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Okay, now we know that.
Yeah.
How many keys minor 7?
Let's see. Well, we got it on the 2 chord, on the 3 chord, on the 6 chord.
So that means it's on the 2 of one scale, the 3 of one scale, and the
Right.
6 of one scale.
Right.
That means each degree, if you took this chord right here, it's the 2 of C,
Yeah.
it's the 3 of what?
It's the 3 of B flat.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the 6 of what?
Of F.
Right. See that?
Yeah.
See, all this stuff is, this ain't nonsense, man.
Yeah.
We're the continuation. I let them get away calling me jazz musician, you know?
Right.
I know that I'm a classical musician. Mm-hmm. See, Chopin and them would be glad just to have me around. See, I know I'm a classical musician, you know?
Yeah.
But you can't, these people, you can't trust people, you know?
Right.
They don't realize, but this is classical.
I remember one time I saw you play this song. And you used that diminished thing that you were showing me.
No, but see what Bud Powell did, it changed the thing. Sonny Rollins did it right. Okay. He said, but we say, like this. So we made it into a diminished, the second one.
Yeah.
Well, really, it's a G minor 7. Sonny Rollins played it perfect.
Oh, okay.
Because he's the perfect cat.
But then you can do those things like.
Oh yeah, those things. Like when you put it, you see, you got to do them exact too. Not so fast. That's all. No, don't do it there. You got to keep this all the way. It's like that. You got to do it in time. Okay, watch. That's right. Exactly right. That's how you learn. You know, that's how you learn.
You got to do it in time.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
See what happened when it came over here? We got a drummer. Mm-hmm. They didn't have that stuff.
Right. And I remember when Jimmy Lovelace was in the class, he always wanted to make sure he could see you.
Yeah.
He was always very demanding about that because we'd all be gathered around the piano
and he couldn't see.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's right. You know, no, it's really true.
That connection between the piano player and the drummer.
See what we've done so far. We've done a whole lot, really. See, just the beginning. Mm-hmm. See, when we started talking about what Schoenberg said, you know, like if you lower a note, you play the C diminished 7. Schoenberg said that if you lower one note at a time, you'll end up with 4 dominants. Lower the C a half step. What's the dominant?
B7.
Go back, C diminished. Lower the E flat.
D7.
Go back. Lower the F sharp.
F7.
Go ahead, go back. Lower the A.
A flat 7.
So now we know those 4 dominants are very important. Mm-hmm. They're brother and sister. Who do you play with first? Your brother and your sister. If you got them, you know, you play with your family first.
Sure.
So that's why if I told you to play a C7, why? Play a C7. No, this hand. No, just the 2 notes. Play an A triad starting with E. Play E. Hit the chord. The chord got to be pretty. That's family.
That's family right there.
See that? See, the family says, put an A flat triad above it. See that? That's right. Which one you put above it then? Oh, you cheated on me.
A flat. You said A flat, right?
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have said A flat, really. I cheated sort of did, I think.
Here's your A.
A,
Yeah.
C, put a C triad above it. Or put an E flat triad above it. Play that E next to that E flat. Now keep your hand. That makes it sound like a dominant. Otherwise, it sounds like a minor 7.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because you can hear that go.
Right. Yes, you did like that.
But double it. Put the E flat next to the E. Then move. Watch.
Oh, okay.
Go to F major, right there. Do that again. See how that is? Right. See what you did just then? You borrowed a diminish. Do. See, you borrowed a diminish. No, the C sharp is diminished. You could have borrowed the E too. That's right. You could have borrowed the E too. You see? You could have borrowed the whole thing like this. Okay. See, all you have to do, those kind of things sound, to the human ear, some of the stuff sounds funny, you know.